neighborhood itself is just sort of perpetually creative in business and art, and everyone's very giving and kind.
To me, Echo Park still seems not as maybe gentrified as some other places. It still feels a little rough around the edges, which I think is really part of the charm and the appeal.
Other than home, it means art.
A neighborhood open house,
yeah,
right? It's like, hey, come in, check it out, come back when you want. Everyone's open. Everyone has a personal stake in maintaining this, which is frankly how this festival continues, because we volunteer to do this. We've both done much bigger festivals with much bigger budgets, and they aren't even near as interesting as this sometimes.
There's new businesses coming in. I think it's a good little microcosm of what LA is or can be, just with the different mix of people and different businesses and the independent culture. It's definitely changing. The last couple of years, you see a little bit more high-end stuff coming in, which tends to be the trend of what happens where people come to the scruffy neighborhoods.
When it all falls apart.
Yeah, people, the unemployed musicians and the artists come to the neighborhoods because usually rent's cheap and it's easy to get around, kind of under the radar.
Because all the people in the bands that are playing, they work here. I mean, they work at these places. They collaborate with all of these folks in their music and in their art. It's a complete neighborhood effort, and everyone's contributing in many different ways.
I love Echo Park, and I do it like a freshman every time.
The way I Echo Park is I go to the Grand Old Echo, I find a large man covered in tattoos named Ray. I look at him and he gives me a beer. And then we keep doing that about 7 or 8 times, and then I call it a night.
I create it with my friends, and we create on a daily basis. And we found that we create our own environment, and that's the best way for us to see the world.
The most special place in LA because everybody's here and everybody's doing something with themselves and inspired and inspiring, and that's what it is. Echo Park means inspiration.
Yeah. I've noticed everybody kind of helps each other out. You work at a bar, you hook your friends up. If they work at a venue, they let you in.
Yeah, there we go. We Echo Park together.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great bumper sticker.
And you can have that one.